Hi everyone, I'm Krista Mehr.
Hi, I'm Lynn Brookman.
And this is
Wine About the Market,
where we drink wine
and talk real estate.
Hi Lynn.
Hi Krista. Cheers.
We haven't done this in a long time.
So long since we haven't done one in 2019, so happy late New Year.
Yeah.
In April.
Happy Q1. We've just been really slamming out a bunch of deals since 2018, and yeah, like always, we always just blame being really, really busy on not doing these videos. But lately, people have been asking me, gosh, are you going to do any more of those Wine About the Market videos? They're really fun.
They miss us.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. So here we are. We're going to try to do them more regularly. We're going to just get them on our calendars and make sure that we're meeting up with you guys and talking real estate.
That's right. Before we go any further, I just want to give a shout out to my favorite new client. His name is Keith. And Keith is awesome. He's a buyer. He just bought a house in Carnation. And not a lot of people subscribe to our channel. So hopefully we want you to subscribe. But Keith was nice enough. Hi, Keith. Hi, Keith.
And not only if you subscribe, maybe we'll invite you to come have wine with Krista and I, and you can talk about your experience as a buyer or seller. That would be really cool.
That's right. So Keith, thank you for working with me, and thanks for subscribing to our YouTube channel.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to Keith.
Hey, cheers to Keith. Cheers to all our clients. How's 2019 starting off, Krista?
It's pretty busy. How about for you?
Pretty busy. That's one reason we haven't been able to do these. But man, Krista and I, we've been on a roll since January 1.
We're slamming out deals left and right. So this year so far, we ran our stats right before we started the video, and total for me is 16 sales for the first 4 months of the year. So pretty damn busy.
Pretty damn busy. My busiest first quarter since I've been doing real estate. So I've got 9 in the bank right now, and a lot of transactions coming starting May 1 for me. So I've got a couple listings coming up. So really great first half of the year.
I know.
It's been really exciting. I've actually loved being busy. I love just feeling that energy, and luckily, thankfully, I've had really, really great clients too.
That makes life a lot easier when we have really great clients who
and who you love spending time with. So I love being in their homes. I love working in their homes and helping them decide what to do and stage and all of that. And I've had very thankful clients too as well. Even though we're in a different market than last year, where they were certainly happy because they had 5 offers, but I had really happy clients, very successful sales, and people have kind of figured out the new market a little bit. So,
and we are in a new market.
We are, absolutely. But they've landed there too, and they're educated now, and they know that it's not the frenzy it used to be, but that's okay. Because
everybody still has a ton of equity in their home.
Yep. Prices are still holding around here. It's just a more healthy market for both buyers and sellers.
That's right. Yeah, and sellers have gotten not necessarily realistic about pricing, but now we have a new norm, and they're accepting of that, and it's not such a shock to the system like it was last year. So that's what we had. We had a huge shock to the system because things changed so fast.
But we're also finding too that aren't you finding that when you bring a house to market that's really dialed, those are still going really quickly.
They are.
Every once in a while you can still generate those, maybe a couple offers or a couple interested buyers, but the only way to do that is to bring them to market totally dialed, really awesome. They have to be the best one on the market that weekend you go live, and people want that. They're so desperate for that. They're tired of tired.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah. They are. So let's talk about that one transaction that you had on Katsura.
Yes. So it was awesome. We broke a record for that street for the sale price. So really excited for my clients. We went on at 1,275, and it ended up with 4 offers, and we closed at 135 last week.
Huge.
Which was awesome.
Huge. Did they cry?
They cried.
Did they really
And the
cry?
buyers cried because they were so happy. It was just one of those really feel-good, great transactions for both sides. But I did a lot of teaching with my clients. I knew them from fall, so they had a lot of time to prep their home. They weren't sure they wanted to paint the interior.
And their house was big, and it was probably cost a lot of money to paint.
Correct.
So do you remember how much they spent on paint?
I believe total we spent $2,500.
Oh, that's not so bad.
It wasn't so bad. So we kind of piecemealed and decided not to do ceilings, and we just did walls. We didn't do the trim. So it depends on the, how many rooms you need to do. So we didn't do the entire home.
But you did the critical areas, that really count for showcasing the home to buyers.
When you open that front door,
when you open the front door, it'd be dialed in.
It needs to. You have 5 to 10 seconds for a buyer to make up their mind if they love that home, and then they can make their way through the home. But that first impression is really, really important. But you know what I did? I brought my sellers to other listings that I had on the market at the time that did dial in their home.
That's right.
And the minute they saw it, they said,
okay,
we're going to paint. Immediately while they were sitting in that home that was listed. So it's really good for you guys who are thinking about listing. Get into open houses and look at the homes that, or ask us to get into a house even. Just say, hey, I want to see this. And the pictures look amazing. And and if it goes quickly, it would be a good house to take a look at to see what you need to do.
Absolutely. Yeah, that one was a good one. And you did a crazy good job staging.
Yeah.
I mean, the staging was just absolutely perfect. And, I love that house. I mean, it had like these really great ridgeline views and a great floor plan and a nice 3-car garage. So it was really rare, but also what really set it apart from other homes on the market was the staging and the painting and the presentation. And so we just find, not all homes are getting multiple offers right now, even if it's, really dialed in. Maybe I would say a quarter of them right now in the spring market are getting multiple offers.
If they're really, really good.
But if they're really, really good and you spend a little bit of extra money, a little bit of extra time and effort, then,
that's the only way to have the potential to get there.
That's right.
So if you want the opportunity and to present your home to the dialed into the best you can, that's the only way to do it.
Absolutely.
To entice that kind of
money. And so the other multiple offer home that we got, or actually did not have multiple offers, but I will say I have a house that is pending right now, and it
you probably could have had multiples.
I don't know. So this house, only 2,100 square feet. So 2,110 square feet on Logan Street. It's going to close above list, and it's on a green belt, but it's small. And it actually was a head scratcher for the appraiser. So I actually thought, I kind of was rolling the dice, just banking on the timing of everything. And the house was... it was really dialed in. It had the gray paint, and the sellers had done a lot of updating. So they had done the master bathroom. They had refinished the floors. They had done the kitchen countertops and a nice deck, and it had a nice green belt, but really small and only a 3-bedroom plus a loft. We got over $925 for it.
Yeah.
So that's a lot.
Yeah.
And so when we sold it and the buyer did the appraisal, the appraiser was actually really confused because we had such a gap from last fall, where things were closing in the 820 range in that same neighborhood, and here we are getting, over 110K more. So So that's the difference between the fall market and the current market.
Right. Yep. And to get your home off the market early, I had one in Livingston as well, which we close tomorrow, where a buyer swooped in and wanted it off the market within 24 hours, and they were willing to pay $15K over asking for us to do that. So same on Logan, like they were willing to pay more for you to take it off.
Yeah.
So.
And that was all in March, right?
Correct.
Those all happened in March. And so now today's date, I don't even know.
Whatever.
April 8th or
April
something?
8th.
I don't know. So it's April 8th right now, and we're right in the middle of spring break. And things are super slow. So I always call April Fool's Month.
We have a little slump with tax time. People are doing their taxes. People are going on to the beach, and we take a little hiatus from real estate a little bit. I mean, there's still listings and there's still buyers, of course.
But it's definitely not as hot as it was. It's really quiet right now. But so forecasting May, what are you gonna see after the April?
I'm talking to a lot of people who are waiting for May. I think people get through spring break and they get through some family stuff and some family travel and get through tax time and just land. and then they kind of kick off. And some people like to wait until their yard is in shape and everything starts blooming. Yeah, and get the house. They're like, oh, the house looks so pretty mid-May.
That's right.
So that's when I want to present it to the market. So May will be hot.
Yeah, I think May is going to be super hot. And another driver besides, weather and getting past taxes and spring break and people being gone, interest rates have come down significantly. And so buyers are out again because affordability is back. So
Buyer
relatively
confidence is
speaking, in our crazy market and with our high prices, but rates have come down, full percent.
Yep.
And there's great loan products out there. So.
And we think May is going to be great as well because we were hit with those snowstorms, and Krista and I were just talking about how school is going to be extended this year. And because of that, even June is going to be, it's a long June because kids are in until the very last week of June this year. So listing in June is going to be a priority for people to keep their kids in the school as long as possible.
Yeah. And so normally I think people usually get out and they start traveling like mid-June, and school doesn't get out until June 27th. And I do think that's going to be a benefit to our real estate market here on the east side, because if they don't get out until June 27th, that means that people aren't traveling until July. So the buyers are just around longer. Therefore, there should be a little bit more absorption than normal. So probably really nice and steady. And I would say overall a really nice balanced market between buyers and sellers right now.
I agree. Yep, our open houses are still steady. And the buyers are active and ready to buy. They're just not, they're not jumping right away. But they're actively ready. They're pre-qualified and ready to go. But they just need to find that perfect house.
That's right. And that's why pricing is
so important, and dialing them in.
Yes.
Guys.
Pricing and presentation.
Pricing and presentation. And that's what we help with.
That's right.
That's
what we do.
That's what we do.
All right. Should we wrap it up?
I think we're good. Guys, send us your input, your questions. What do you want us to talk about in the future?
Yeah.
Let
give us
know.
a text.
Yeah. We want to have some guests on, maybe talk inspections next time. And we want to answer your questions. So
thanks a lot, Lynn.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Cheers.